let's talk about some things that are going on in the news. And of course, the first story I got to talk about today is one that we've covered quite a bit on this show. Commander is at it again, biting Secret Service agents
Cujo.
in the White House. Headline from the New York Times: Biden's dog bites another Secret Service officer. It says President Biden's dog Commander bit a member of the Secret Service at the White House on Monday evening. The latest in a series of episodes in which one of the Biden family's pets has bitten people since the president took office in 2021. Yesterday around 8 p.m., a Secret Service Uniform Division police officer came in contact with a first family pet and was bitten. Steve Kopech, a spokesman for the agency, said on Tuesday. The officer was treated by medical personnel on complex. The officer is doing well, according to Mr. Kopech. I mean, thank God Commander's mouth wasn't filled with fentanyl.
Thank God Commander isn't a freaking pit bull.
I love that they have to report that with the standard cop came into contact with, tactically gave scratches to...
And it's like, because, Commander's a German Shepherd, which is the most cop of all dogs. So I would like a commander to have a press office like the police do. Commander engaged kinetic action with an armed individual in the White House location.
Secret Service agent or officer came into contact with dog's mouth.
Commander Biden engaged in a peanut butter style situation on one of the a member of the White House security force engaged his genital region with a peanut butter style solution.
Commander is the second White House dog.
Yeah,
they've already set one to a
they already
farm
sent
out
Major
upstate.
to the farm. Yeah, and how many times is this Commander having bitten someone? Like several already. If this happened in the wild, this dog would be put down.
Neither the Secret Service nor the White House provided any additional details about the incident on Monday, but aides to Jill Biden, the First Lady, have said that the episodes are the result of the stress the dogs feel from being at the White House. How stressful could that possibly be for a dog? It's a big house.
Also, every president has a dog, and we've never seen reporting about this.
Is someone molesting these dogs? This is just never happened, and it only happens with Biden's fucking dogs. I didn't even know he had it in him to aggravate his dogs. What could he possibly be doing?
This is great. As we've noted before, the White House can be a stressful environment for family pets, and the First Family continues to work on ways to help Commander handle the often unpredictable nature of the White House grounds. Commander is not meeting with fucking President Xi or whatever.
This has never happened. George W. Bush had a Scottish Terrier, which are the fucking worst dogs in the world. Little cunts. They're just these horrible mustache shaped little fucking assholes with just worse personality than even chows. Chows are at least nice to their owners. Scottish Terriers are just I don't know what they were bred for, to keep people out of Scotland. They're little pieces of shit. They can't do anything except be mean to people. And Barney never bit anyone, as far as I know.
Good pull on the name of George W. Bush's dog,
Barney.
Yeah,
I'm starting to go like a little truther on this. I think at base the Secret Service agents are cops. What do cops love to do? They love to shoot dogs. So I think the Secret Service they're goading these incidents into happening.
Well, Felix, you said that. You think that this, the Secret Service, they're all damn Bongino types who hate Biden.
Well, a friend of mine who's a pretty big lib proposes to me that the Secret Service agents are either getting bit by their own dogs at home on purpose or goading Biden's dogs, which is the most interesting theory I've heard behind it. And it's worth entertaining because I mean, okay, if Commander bit Secret Service agents and the ambassador from Myanmar, it would be okay, he's a bad dog, but he only seems to bite one type of person. And it does give that theory some credence.
I love this from the New York Times. Internal emails obtained by a conservative watchdog group and released to the public this summer documented 10 instances of, quote, aggressive behavior by the president's pets.
I love that this is what conservative watchdog groups are on about these days.
Is this Tom Fitton's outfit? Is this Judicial Watch? But the follow-up story, this is from yesterday in the New York Times. Biden's dog is no longer at the White House after latest biting incident.
What?
Yeah. He's gone away to live on another farm. You got Camp David or something.
Everyone deserves a 21st chance.
Well, so what do they like? The president has to have a dog. What are they going to replace him with? Another German Shepherd?
I mean, that's literally what happened last time. He keeps buying like, I don't even think he's buying them. He's just like finding them outside. He just keeps finding like dirtier dogs.
He's like, and he dogs like Catherine and I get cats.
Yeah,
and he just keeps like he sees a German Shepherd, like a feral German Shepherd, and like thinks it's major. Just is like, yeah, bring that guy in.
Maybe the German Shepherds are kind of like a tulpa of, Biden. As we all know, we can get it to that age. The way, especially the way Biden has to present himself, he is calm, collected, the grandfatherly figure to America in this time of acute crisis. But we all know beneath that, and I believe there's been some reports of this, that he does have kind of a temper.
He has a bit of a temper, yeah.
And perhaps the repressed temper is just embodied in these raged animals that just manifest on the White House in the Rose Garden. After
that's the part of his personality that's like, my kids are not going to school in a black jungle. Like all this stuff he said for the last 40 years.
That he's had to systematically deny and repress.
Serbs
it's
are
gotta
animals.
go somewhere.
All that stuff.
This is the amazing, the news coverage of this, though. I'm just going to read this here. It says, "It's shocking that he can be so aggressive," said another White House staffer. "I've never seen him like that. Indeed, the wild discrepancy in Commander's behavior has left White House staffers, past and present, trying to come up with theories about it. According to two separate sources who adamantly refuse to be named, the dog could sometimes be seen wandering the White House halls at night, sounding out a bizarre clicking noise. One wondered aloud whether the dog might have been communicating with something." To which I have to say, they've all been replaced by the thing.
Yes.
The White House they're all things there right now. The tentacles are out. They've all been replaced by the thing. A clicking noise? I gotta say, if I was up late in any house, let alone the White House, and saw a lone German Shepherd wandering the halls making a clicking noise,
I'd be out of there. It's like the first time something haunted happens in your new house. Like a lot of people are like, "Oh, it's my house. I'm not going to leave, even though it seems a little haunted." No, I'm out of there immediately. Also, just encountering a German Shepherd wandering the halls, is kind of spooky enough.
Oh yeah,
unless it's your dog, which maybe Biden is also wandering the halls.
I like the idea that they're trying to come up with explanations for his behavior, and the explanation they've come on is he wanders the hall clicking at night.
He's haunted. He's he needs an exorcism.
Oh man,
I am pretty impressed that if the conspiracy theory isn't true and he really is just an evil clicking dog, that. I mean, I don't expect this from White House staffers, obviously, but a Secret Service agent or a Marine or something. I'm surprised they haven't killed him, because if there was an evil dog tormenting me, I would give it a few chances, but eventually I'm killing it.
Well, he's gotten a few chances, and again, they carry guns. Cops love killing dogs.
Well, I know he's talking about
it's their prime directive when they respond to incidents.
I mean, even discharging a gun in the White House, that's the end of your career, but
well, under certain circumstances,
right,
yes.
Right. But
one in particular.
One of your best chances to kill anything with a sword is a bad dog. And couldn't you
test the strength of your katana?
Just go up to one of those Marines? Those Marines don't use those swords at all.
Oh, right, the sabers that they have in the dress uniform. Was Hesse said in every movie before a Marine kills himself. Yeah. They're dress blues. Put a little sword on and do some rifle twirling before blowing their brains out. J.T. Walsh, a few good men.
That happened in 30 movies from the 90s. And they all. It's what was that Nicolas Cage movie that takes place in Atlantic City?
Oh, Snake Eyes.
Snake Eyes and fucking the other one, Murder at 1600.
Oh yeah,
it's always the same plot. It's always some fucking piece of shit old Marine who if you really are trying to get into chronology, it's he last saw combat in Grenada. And the plot of the secondary plot of the movie is like he killed like a 21-year-old girl so the Navy could get like some like special missile defense system.
That's the plot of Snake Eyes.
It's like literally 30 movies are like that, and then like they always get caught, and they're like, I want to see more great boys die because of budget cuts, and then they do the twirl and kill themselves.
They're so haunted.
Yeah.
Do we imagine that there are any like ceremonial or historic sabers in the White House? Like, is Andrew Jackson's cavalry saber hanging somewhere?
I mean, they got a lot of memorabilia in the White House.
Yeah.
Don't send OJ in there. Also, like, here's my question. You know, as a reluctant cat person, or just a cat person because we live in New York. What, like, you never hear a mention of the Biden's cat. That was my
Wait,
primary.
do they have a cat?
Yes, they do.
Really?
That was my primary concern. Like with Major, was like, okay, we've got this crazy dog on the loose. This has to be stressing the cat out. Someone save the cat. Send him to our house.
I have forgotten all about the cat. I don't even know the cat's
I
name.
didn't even know. I had no idea he had
have
a cat.
a
It would be awesome to have a president who was like a 20 cats person.
Yeah. A hoarder.
Yes.
I mean, they got the space.
Woodrow Wilson was kind of like someone who has mental illness from having too many cats.
Yes.
He was like someone who had toxoplasmosis.
Oh, yeah. Okay, the cat is Willow Biden, born January 3rd, 2020. Is an American tabby domestic short-haired cat. Never hear about Willow anymore. Never hear about Willow.
Get Tom Fitton on that. What are they hiding? What are they hiding with this cat? And of course, I remember like the Clintons, they only had a cat.
Yeah, they had
socks.
They had socks. I will say, like, the one great thing Obama did,
Portuguese water dog.
he had a Portuguese water dog, and like those are genius dogs who like have only ever been recorded as attacking evil people. Like a Portuguese water dog, you know, when people make working dogs, they're usually given like an idiot's job. Like, oh, you have to sit at a fence and bark at other soldiers, or like, you know, you have to run around sheep, scare them.
I could do that easily.
Portuguese water dogs are given a job that, like, you know, they would be skilled labor. They're bred to swim messages in between boats. And
That's so cool.
It's so sick. And they know they're supposed to do that. We had one, and we would like just write down, like just scribble on a piece of paper and tell ours, like, go give this to mom. And she would. Like they know they're supposed to do their job. And Beau Obama never attacked anyone.
Nope.
He was able to retrieve several secret security agents' social security number and credit card information over the course of Obama's tenure.
There is no such thing as unskilled dog labor, by the way. There's only labor, okay?
I gotta say though, if you're a world leader and your choice of dog is German Shepherd, I gotta say, not a good look. Because there were, you know, obviously history's most famous German Shepherd enthusiast was Adolf Hitler.
I mean, if you're going to take things that the Nazis did and be like, that's prohibited, that's a lot of things. It's like...
They also drove cars.
Yeah, it's like good cars.
Yeah. Famously good cars.
Like, okay, I can't drive an Audi. Great. But it's more so that it's like a boring dog. Like, I always thought that...
Yeah, like they're not particularly like attractive or like known for their personality.
Yeah.
Like I think it's like a cop. It's like there's nothing there.
Yeah, it's the worst case of that is how fucking Putin, who like
fucking Putin,
he like, you know, whether it's officially or not, he probably like has command of billions of dollars, right? Like he lives the lifestyle of someone who has billions of dollars, whether he officially has that or not. I know that's a big debate, the supposed hidden wealth of Putin, but like he has a type of power that like few other world leaders have in their own country. And he gets to ride around in submarines and do all this shit. And he has like priceless watches and all this stuff.
Robert Kraft's Super Bowl
Robert
ring.
Kraft's ring. And he has a fucking Labrador Retriever. It's so fucking stupid. It's like you're the type of person who's supposed to have like a tiger or something.
Like I say, whether you're getting a dog or a tiger, whether you're a world leader or a regular person, I simply must state, adopt, don't shop.
Yeah.
Although now I am imagining, like, what's better than a dog in a little outfit? Wouldn't it be fun to see a German Shepherd wearing, like, Oakley shades, like a cop? And I mean, like, I truly believe that most police departments give you challenge coins for every dog you kill. So it must be driving these Secret Service agents nuts. Because this is literally the one dog in America you cannot kill.
It's got to be burning them up. That's why we keep getting all this reporting. They're so mad about it.
It's probably like for them, like when you play one of those shitty games, like the new God of Wars that has like 80 forced helplessness crawling sections where you can't use your weapon.
Now I'm picturing a German Shepherd, not just in the Oakley sunglasses, but like one of those really tight Under Armour shirts.
Yeah.
Also, that like every guy wears. Not every guy, but that type of guy wears at an airport. They've got the uniform. They've got the Oakley shades. They've got the too tight Under Armour shirt, and they've got the cargo shorts.
There was a guy who used to come to the bar I worked at, and he would disrobe. And
what kind of bar did you work at?
Well, he wasn't getting naked. He was like taking off his like normal clothes, and he had a whole like Under Armour like long sleeve and like compression pants to play pool.
I love that. Like he
wasn't even that good.
It's like like an athlete. Like you've got it under your sweats. You've got like your performance grade clothing.
Yeah, and all that's like. That was a time in my life where I was like working at Psychotically, and I did have stuff like that. Like I had a ton of compression pants, which is just like a great way to make your dick and balls look insane. it makes your cock look like one of those German letters that's supposed to be an S and an H at the same time. And like it was one of those things with working out where it's like we all do it. It's like battle ropes. It's like I don't really know what this is doing.
It looks cool though.
It looks cool, but it's like what the fuck is this doing? I don't know.
It's got to be bad for your sperm count long term. Also,
yeah, you gotta don't compress.
Don't compress.
I haven't counted them lately, so I don't really know.
But yeah,
it seems like you can. That doesn't. The only thing that can really make you like infertile as a man is if you
give away your seed too much.
If you don't retain.
No, if you like, were involved in nuclear testing. Everything else is like seems like fine. Like Bob Dylan has been a functional heroin addict for like 150 years, and he has what, like 4 kids or something. It seems fine. It seems like it seems like. No matter how hard you try, you cannot get rid of child creating seed.
Few know this, but hard drugs are actually good for your sperm count.
I mean, maybe. A lot of cases of, one of the characters in This Is Us, his dad was a heroin addicted poet who dropped him off at a firehouse.
Two things you would assume kill any sperm in your body.
Yeah, it's just,
especially the poet part.
Yeah.
Unless you get a vasectomy, and even that's not 100%. It really nukes are the only way.
I guess the last thing I have to say about Commander is that like the funny thing about all these Secret Service agents getting bitten is that when you were a Secret Service agent, the top line of your job description is that if necessary, you were supposed to step in front of a bullet for the president. So I think you can handle getting nipped by the president's dog. And in fact, maybe these Secret Service, if they could spun it a different way, they were actually protecting other members of the White House from being bitten by these dogs. They were just no, and like just throwing their wrist in the path of that dog's snarling mouth.
Yeah, these are not Clint Eastwood style Secret Service agents. Like to me, this is like pussy shit. It's like not only would you not die for Biden, but like you're bitching and moaning about just a little chomp chomp.
But it's like they're not like if Commander attacked Biden once. He would die instantly. So I don't think he has any animus towards Biden.
I mean, it's making me think that maybe Commander is attacking Biden and they have to dive in front of the chomp.
No, because like that, even as a puppy, he would have bitten Biden. And Biden has what, like 4 ounces of blood in his entire body? Like, there's no way that's happening.
Like if Commander like did that thing that big dogs do where like they sidle up to you like a little too hard, Biden would be dead.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining Clint Eastwood in The Line of Fire where he was like, back in the Kennedy administration, I had Jack's ear. I used to sneak in bitches for his dog to fuck.
Yeah, I had his ear. What happened to his ear? Fell off the back of a car.